Hi, this is Omar Qureshi sitting with three tough guys. Suniel Shetty, my dear friend, Akhil Kapoor, who's Vinod Khanna's nephew, and Bhanushali, who's the darling of the TV masses. Welcome guys for your latest film, Desi, Kattey.
Thank you so much. Thank
you. It burst under us. Hello sir, I'm from Chennai sir, come sir.
Jai Chalushali started making my name famous by this.
Chalushali?
Yeah, not Bhanushali and Chalushali. Not Bhanushali and Chalushali. Early morning he calls me up and he's
smart.
Like,
you know, when he gets a script, you look at it in one particular way, but he comes up with something which is extraordinary.
Twisted.
So
he creates the scene.
Yeah, and
so
it comes
twisted.
out better on screen.
Yeah.
So even a director's thought is zero compared to Jai. So Jai Chalushali. So Jai Chalushali. So Jai Chalushali. Yeah, then you say it, man.
Kattey means handmade gun, right?
Handmade gun, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a very, very inspiring title. Like, where did that come from?
Anna?
I think basically because of the script. It's about two youngsters who are, it's the underbelly of Kanpur where they manufacture guns, literally underground, and sell it. So I think we're talking about those boys who later on are seen by an ex-major in the army. Yeah. And he sees them in a shootout and realizes that even with a bent nozzle, they hit straight. And feels somewhere down the line, these boys will eventually go on to the wrong track. That is probably be shooters, come to India, shoot for 5,000, to Mumbai, shoot for 2,000, 5,000 or in UP. And decides to train them and make them shooters for the country. So I guess because of all that, the term Desi Kattey, and they're also the two Desi Pathes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Thankfully, there are not any other Athes.
That I don't know. I mean, in the film they are definitely.
Yeah, in the film they are.
Otherwise, just see the smile. Just observe them both closely.
Yeah, they both look very excited. Yeah. Jay, when you were promoting even your earlier movie Hate Story, you spoke extensively about Desi Kattey.
Yeah.
And you said, I'm really looking forward to this one. So what is it about, something about guns that excites you more than
I think
women
action roles is something.
Yeah, but there's action even in Hate Story.
No, that was different kind of action. But this is like, a manly kind of a thing, holding guns and representing India. That's a proud feeling, wearing an Indian jersey and representing India is altogether a different feeling. It was fake, in the sense I was not exactly representing India. But for that moment, for that few seconds, I was feeling very proud about that.
Yeah. And Akhil, you belong to an illustrious film family. Why so late and why this particular movie for your debut?
It's never too late.
Yeah.
It's been a passion that I've been wanting to go for the longest time. I've always had that kida.
Yeah.
So, things happen, you look for the right thing. I guess it's right timing, you have to be at the right place at the right time. So I came across, I met Anand Kumar about 2 years ago when he was making Zilla Ghaziabad. And he had heard that, this is a guy who does action and stuff like that. So I met him and he told me about this story. And eventually this happened over some time. And it was a very interesting story and role,
Yeah, but you guys are very lucky because you're working with Suniel Shetty, who really takes people under his wing and he really supports people. He trains people very well and he brings out the best in people, but you also learn the wicked side. Like he's a prankster. Yeah, did you have to face any of that?
Yeah. It started with me, Anna knows my wife very well, so whenever I plan to get my wife on set, I know what exactly Anna is going to talk about, what exactly I'm doing, what exactly I'm not doing and everything. So, मैं घर से उसको सब कुछ समझा कर आता था कि
Is there something you're not doing?
What?
Exactly. No. हाँ बोल दो ना ताकि Mahi also when she watches she knows she used to prepare her before coming.
No, तो करना पड़ता है भाई. भरोसा नहीं कहाँ से कहाँ तक लेकर जाए. So हमेशा मैं घर पे बोल कर आता था कि this is you're going, you're gonna meet Anna and Anna is gonna talk wrong things about me. So don't listen.
Okay, what wrong things did I ever say? Tell Omar what are the wrong
guilty,
things? Yeah.
That's
already
like
proving
guilt.
yourself.
No, yeah, Hamisha, he has this habit of taking my case every time.
What? Like what?
I don't remember what.
I always said you were talented. I always said you're a good-looking boy. I always said you're hardworking. I said you're going to make it.
And Jai Chalushali, you started making my name famous by this.
Chalushali?
Yeah, not Bhanushali and Chalushali.
But
Suddenly
is there a reason for that?
early morning he calls me up and
Because he's
he's like,
smart. When he gets a script, you look at it in one particular way, but he comes up with something which is extraordinary.
Twisted.
So it's Jai.
Recreates the scene.
Yeah, and
So
it comes
twisted.
out better on screen.
Yeah.
So even a director's thought is zero compared to Jai. So Jai Chalushali. What did you think?
Complimenting your work.
again, see.
So what? How did you prepare her? What? How did you prepare her?
No, I used to tell her that don't listen to these guys, So whenever जो भी मैं जब भी लाता था, हमेशा अन्ना उस पे हमेशा खरे उतरते थे, and he used to try his best to create some confusions between us. But luckily, my homework is always good, so it never happened.
So you lived up to your own name. Huh? You lived up to the name he gave you.
Yeah, Chalu, he used to do the job before.
Acha. And you, what was your experience?
I never got face the brunt of any prags. Luckily, I was safe.
Yeah.
But I got to work with him, and it's been a blessing. So he's been really cool to work with, and it's first film. I've always been into action. Watching him do action since I've grown up, and I've always thought that I've got to wake up now, grow up one day, and do these spinning back fists and look really cool on screen. And so it's been a big inspiration working with him. He's always pushing us forward, and
But he's a little partial to South Bombay boys.
yeah, that's how it is.
See,
What can I
I'm
say?
from suburbs. That's the reason why he keeps doing this to me.
Yeah.
What to do? I'm actually a good boy, There's a difference.
No,
There's a big difference.
And you're single or you're...
Sorry?
Are you single?
Yes, very much.
No, why was this long drawn and...
No, I'm single, because it's a question that
He doesn't
usually-
believe you.
No, I don't.
He doesn't believe you.
Gita book hai, I think you should pledge
Who's
it.
Geeta?
Who's Geeta?
The book?
I thought you were talking about Geeta
That
from
one.
No.
Pune.
Yeah. Sunil, how was it dealing with these two youngsters? Are they any different today than they have been earlier?
Yeah.
Like you worked with a lot of new people, even when you were new yourself.
I guess times were different. The way we made films was different. We did, if you signed 40 films at one time, you were a star. Whereas kids today are not available for more than one film at a time. Always heard of the term actor prepares. As far as these boys are concerned, they are actors who are completely prepared. The homework that they do from a look perspective, whether it's him or Jai, to bring that maturity, to bring that sincerity to the character, to make it believable. All that they do is unbelievable. So in the bargain, you straighten up, you do your homework and come because you know these guys are all there and you're looking at one shot, which is probably might go into the second shot because of some mistake that you've done. Otherwise, they're really prepared. And they give it their best to the film, which you can see, in the film when you see it.
And most of these guys, when they come in, they already have a fan following because, like somebody like Jay, who's like remarkably well on TV.
Absolutely.
So he has women chasing him all over the place.
I have no clue.
Last time he came here to the studios, Zoom studios, the girls waiting outside. They're still out there.
Yeah. I know, we went to a few stations now, radio, and there were girls who had never worn lip gloss and all that, who had put on lip gloss and had come to the station. So Jai should know, I know. But when I left, there was no lip gloss.
There was no lip gloss,
when we came in, there was lip gloss.
It was all on him.
So, but see, I think that's the reason for the
Shine,
stubble.
No,
It
also that
covers
shine.
up a
Did you see
lot.
that shine?
So he's lip gloss Jai. Desi Kattey is not about action. It's
Emotional tracks.
It's a very emotional story, and eventually it's sport, where you're basically telling the youth, get on to the right part, whatever talent you have, use it for what it genuinely needs to be used for, and you can achieve what you want.
Sunil, whatever you touched, by the grace of God, has turned into gold. Like whether it's business, whether it's your restaurant business, your fashion business, Bollywood. You've tasted success in a very short span of time, and most fails. What is your secret, and what advice would you give newcomers?
As far as I guess for them, what is very, very important is less is more today. Choose the right script. Be extremely, extremely selfish when it comes to your career. Nothing else matters. I chose to do films with people who came to me with a heart. But that was my decision. And even if I'm there today, I'm there because of that. Probably I would have been wiped out a few years ago. But they've got to be selfish and do the right kind of films. That's it.
Do you think that coming from a famous filmy background has some drawbacks?
No drawbacks at all. People keep asking me if I've got a lot of pressure to prove myself. But to be very honest with you, coming from a background, first of all, I'm not a star son. I am a nephew of a legendary actor. For me to be associated with them only gives me more confidence and encouragement, in fact, because I want to be like them, so I watch them, I've seen their work, and I want to do as good as them. So it's pushing me to push myself harder.
Right. And Jay, like you come from, you made it on your own through television and all. Yeah. So do you feel that you have to face a little more struggle because of people who come from film families like Akhil?
Not exactly, because for me, as I said, my first film and this film, I got it because of my television career. Both the directors have spotted me in Dance India Dance. So whatever work I've got because of today's work, I've always believed that you should give your 100% in whatever you are doing, and that will create more work for you tomorrow. So that's how that's my policy, and it's working for me, so I'm happy with that.
Desi, Kattey, the name and the three of you, like big tough guys, it's a high testosterone film. Is there scope for a girl in there?
Yeah, I think the romantic angle in the film is unbelievable. I mean, Jai romances my sister, and he romances his childhood sweetheart, in the sense she's older than him, much older than him in the film, and that relationship, what all he does for her to safeguard her image, to give her that respect that he believes she deserves. So also Jai, how the transformation of this little boy comes about, because he comes into a family that gives him love, gives him respect. Yeah. When he fired a gun earlier, people ran away. There was fear on their faces when he used the gun. But this time when he uses the gun, it's applause. So that's the beauty of the film. It's not, Desi Kattey is not about action. It's
emotional tracks.
It's a very emotional story, and eventually it's sport, where you're basically telling the youth, get on to the right part, whatever talent you have, use it for what it genuinely needs to be used for, and you can achieve what you want. It's a very inspirational
much
film.
Needed lesson at this point in time. Yeah. Sunil, how are you managing so many things at the same time? You also have preparations with your daughter coming into movies, and you're looking into that extensively as well. How's that coming along?
Looking into it, yes, definitely. A lot of anxiety more than looking into it, because she's in the right hands. There's a very, very close friend of mine who's producing, and it's like me producing. Salman producing is like me producing. You've got a very, very capable director in Nikhil Advani, a very respected company, which is Reshma's company, that's handling her. So I think my job is as far as that is concerned, is easier. But like any parent, whether it's Jai's parents or Akhil's, that anxiety of a father is very much there, that they do well, they settle in well, and I thought my generation was much tougher when it came to facing success and failure, because I knew my one Friday went bad, I had another film coming the next Friday, and that covered up for it. They do less. So that failure, if failure happens, they have to carry it for that 1 year or till their next release.
It's a big setback.
And there's too much on them. Because we work out of Excel sheets, an actor, I believe, is squeezed to the maximum in the first film. If he tastes good to the audience, he delivers well, he's repeated. Otherwise, he's cast away. So they have a very, very tough life ahead of them. And that's the only thing I keep talking to both my children about.
But they have you. I mean, you're there.
They do. But you know what? When a Friday doesn't work, you can have anybody. I can be that moral support. I can be there, but when it comes to working, it's only, nothing succeeds like success in this industry.
True.
And so it's very important that the first film or your second film or whichever film you do has to work.
Which heroine were you scared of while shooting?
Ravina. Dadima she used to be.
One actress you want to kiss on screen?
Sure, I'll throw it in. Who can I say? Deepika.
Do you lie?
Huh?
Do you lie?
Yes.
I'm going to wrap up with a quick fire round. I'll begin with you first, Sunil. What's the craziest thing you've done for your wife?
Presented a BMW when I wanted to marry her, which says "Be my wife."
Which is the one actress you wanted to date when you were not an actor and not married?
Probably Mumtaz,
Your toughest role so far has been?
Border,
Which heroine were you scared of while shooting?
Raveena, Dadima she used to be.
One heroine you enjoyed working with the most?
I think Raveena, Karishma, I had a fantastic rapport with them. It was a lot of fun.
One thing that your generation of heroes had that this generation does not?
Time. Time in the sense because of the amount of films that we do, and you know, for them it's very, very important that every film is right.
Yeah. One thing about you that no one knows.
I'm an introvert. Why do you laugh?
Tough to believe.
But it's a fact. I'm very uncomfortable when, you know, when I don't know people.
You're beyond
and
your social circle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then you become
absolutely.
quiet. One person you want to encounter and why?
No, but I wouldn't know, seriously.
Yeah. Jay?
Start with Akhil.
Jay.
That's very wrong, man.
Yeah. He's a newcomer.
Same guy. I've already done this thing.
You've
with
done
you,
one film. Huh? You've done one film already. So it's his first. So he gets the last shot.
I'll learn from you, boss. Come on.
Have you ever fantasized about any actress you worked with?
No,
Never.
never.
Do you lie?
Huh?
Do you lie?
Yes.
One actress you want to kiss on screen?
Alia,
One actress you want to kiss off screen?
my wife,
One filmmaker you wish to be directed by?
Imtiaz Ali,
Which actress did you have a crush on as a kid?
Divya Bharti.
Love, loyalty, or paisa?
I think combination of three.
Which Suniel Shetty film would you like to be a part of, apart from this one?
He knows, Mohra.
The biggest advantage of being an outsider in the industry?
You can keep surprising people and you're not being compared to others.
Yeah. The one person you want to encounter and why?
No one.
Yeah.
No one.
Do you think the industry is as glossy as it appears?
Next is Akhil now.
Yeah. Akhil, one
Yes,
actress
sir.
you want to kiss on screen?
Sure, I'll throw it in. Who can I say? Deepika.
Off screen?
So many, I don't know. How can I name one? You know, what's going to happen is they're all going to get upset that I haven't mentioned
Nobody
the
will get
others. So
upset,
I don't
yeah.
want to do this. Yeah, I mean, damn bad we feel.
Yeah. One thing without which love is impossible.
Honesty.
Some tips to judge your partner's loyalty. How do you gauge it?
I guess, you know, when you're sitting close to someone and you're looking into their eyes dead straight and you ask them a question, if they flutter, if they can't answer it right off the bat, you know there's something up. Something that's just the way I gauge someone's.
That's so true. And someone who keeps prolonging or delaying or beating around the bush.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. See. Yeah. Which Suniel Shetty film would you like to be a part of?
He said it. Mohra and Kattey also, I think, was a really cool
Yeah.
film.
One filmmaker you wish to be directed by?
Right now, because I'm into the whole action scene, I want to do a Rohit Shetty film. I'd love to.
Love, loyalty, paisa.
Love.
Which actress have you had a crush on as a kid?
Madhuri Dixit.
The biggest advantage of being from inside the industry?
I'm not. But I guess if you are, I guess you get everything very easy, and I haven't, so I'm not from the because I'm not from the industry.
Yeah. One person you want to encounter and why?
I want to encounter someone who thinks they're an action hero and face them in an action film.
Okay.
But I'm not
That's
going to name
nice.
anyone, but there are many nowadays.
Yeah. That's nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you,
Guns N'
Sunil. Thank you,
Roses.
Akhil.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you so much,
And we're
Omar.
looking forward to Desi Kattey.
Did you say
and
thank you, Akhil? Thank you, Suniel. Why did you say thank you, Jay?
Yeah.
Especially like
Yeah, we hope this film hits the bullseye.
It will.
Yeah, all the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Omar.